Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to my channel, Soul Colors. If you're new here, my name's Angel, and I am an intuitive healer and Reiki Master Holistic Life Coach. Today, we're going to be talking about the energy of August. We are 6 days into August, and this is Leo season, and it is for sure bringing that energy in on a duality element. Everything that is coming in right now is wanting to be looked at as duality. Everything has a side, and the end objective is to come in and put it together as oneness. So when I channeled this message or read the energy, however you want to put the words, I got a lot of key words that came through. One of them was discernment. With everything that is going on worldwide, individual-wide, everything is kind of erupting, and it's kind of a little bit of chaos. We're fixing to go into that energy of the Lion Gate on the 8th, but it has been prevalent since the end of July, so you may have been feeling these energies start opening up. 7 planets are in retrograde at this moment. Okay, so retrograde to me means to review, to go through what are the things in your life that you are still working on, need to let go of, need to have a different perspective towards. A retrograde slows us down a bit, and then we have this Lion Gate coming forward, which wants us to shine our personal power and to have courage and bravery and to listen to our inner self. And so that can be a bit constricting when you have energies of letting go, of slowing down, plus rising up and being brave and standing in your power. And that's showing throughout our entire makeup right now, universally. Another thing that came up was stay in your own damn lane. If it's not your circus, if it's not your monkeys, don't mess with it. Part of going through in August is to go inward. Go inward. We're going to use that discernment. We're going to go inward, and we're going to keep working on ourselves. We're going to keep understanding our own perspective. We're going to try to stay grounded and just understand what our energy is all about. So staying in your own damn lane, and understanding you. There's so much going on externally. And then we have solar waves and energy waves and upgrades and all this stuff that is coming in internally. And so when these things come in, things have to arise to move. And the same thing with Earth. You know, we're going through planet alignments which have not occurred in thousands of years. So the Earth is going through its own axis of pulling things apart and placing them back together. The 7 planets in retrograde is highlighting each thing in your chart or the world chart, because everything has a chart that needs to be cleared, that needs to be upgraded, that needs to just flow. And so I feel as though that is what's happening for the month of August. It's an ebb and it's a flow, and it's going to have us go deep within, and we're going to have to mess with those shadow parts of us. And a lot of us don't like to do that shadow work. You know, you got a lot of people on the internet going, oh yeah, this is great, this is a Lion's Gate, and we can amplify and we can stand in our power and we can do all of this. But I'm not one of those that's 110% positivity all of the time, because those shadow aspects of you have to come up. You have to work on those triggers. You have to understand your perspective. You have to understand your belief system, because there may be things that you need to let go of. And shadow work is not always working on the darker parts of us, the things that need to be healed. There's things that we can pull in from that shadow self that can help us stand in our power. So I feel as though as this Lion Gate comes in, that duality individually, you know, on a national level, on a global level, all of these energies are coming forward. Just like if you notice, there's a lot of things happening over in England and Europe, and all of this energy is coming up. That is the world's Earth Star chakra. And so how fitting for all of that energy to really kind of start clearing there. And we're clearing in different parts of the world, and we're clearing belief systems individually, globally, different things to that degree. So it has to come up for it to clear. And those shadow bits are in there. That is part of you. You are duality. You are light and you are dark. You are positive and you are negative, but the goal is to come together as oneness. All right, so the stone for this month is going to be sunstone. It helps us clear those heavier energies. It helps us stay in our joy. It helps us just bring all of those things in which enlightens, makes us feel lighter, into the body, so those heavier energies can clear. The color for this month is kind of two colors. It's a glittery gold color, because that's where we want to be, right? We want to stand in that Leo power. We want to stand in that energy of the lion. And you can bring that spirit totem animal in as well with this Leo Lion's Gate, this 888, you know, because we're in an 8 year. So technically all of this is in quantum, you know, that infinity quantum, working with this energy of bringing everything up so it can clear into the quantum realm, into the higher timeline. And that's where we go back to that discernment. The analogy they gave me is, if you have worked with me, if you know how my energy works and how I relay things, they relate energies to me in color and surroundings and things that have markers within the collective. And one of the things that they gave me, Archangel Metatron, and just the energy as a whole, is that movie Chicken Little. You know, the sky is falling, the sky is falling, the sky is falling. You know, and the sky may be feeling like it's falling, but it is to place it back all together. So understand that even though you may feel individually and on a collective level tapped into this energy of fear, of scarcity, of unknown, of not sure, indecisiveness, overbearing, control, however you're filtering this through you, then just come back to your center and know everything is divine. Everything is divine, and all this is set to trigger certain things in us, so we will clear those things and we will upgrade. The energy that feels very poignant since July, and maybe even further back, but I feel like going from July into November, we are to step in kind of that Knights of the Round Table, that Avalon kind of feeling, that Nolava, which is goddess of Avalon, that oneness, that peacefulness, that togetherness, that networking of different energies to come together as a whole, like the Round Table. We're supposed to take the energy, Archangel Metatron says, of the peaceful warrior. And I've been hearing that for quite a while, like the peaceful warrior. And if you're not sure how to go about that peaceful warrior, you look at some of your monks and different Asian understanding of just come to center. I can remember growing up, there was the show by David Carradine played in, and it was called Kung Fu. And it was set back in a Western kind of thing. But where I'm getting with this is he was taught through the monks that you can be a peaceful warrior. You can go through and you can have the ability to fight and to stand up and to be strong and to stand in your power. But there's a certain time to do that. And that's where that discernment comes in. So it's, Archangel Metatron is amplifying, find that peaceful warrior within you. What does that peaceful warrior within you feel like? Get to understand that energy in you. A lot of people say, well, that peaceful warrior just sits back and yada. And sometimes that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to stand back and we're supposed to observe. We're not supposed to react or use those emotions to bring through at certain times. What's going on now is everything that's coming up to trigger, mentally, physically, emotionally, energetically, individually, collectively, it's all coming up. So that's where that stay in your own lane is. Understand your own energy as a whole. Understand who you are as a whole. Because once you understand who you are, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, energetically, when you understand all that, you can see those triggers when they come up. And you may flow through them. But you can come back to center quickly and say, well, that's something I need to work on. I know they have Spirit, collectively, Metatron, I have seen in the last part of July and into now how my life is clearing out. This 16-year cycle that we're clearing. This collective energy that we're clearing. So when you're clearing something in your body, fear, frustration, indecisiveness, whatever that may be, if it is coming up on what I call an atomic level, then you also have the energy to clear collectively. So when you go in and you keep coming back to that fear, you can go in and clear that as well collectively. That's why we work with the Ho'oponopono, which is I love you, I thank you, forgive me, I'm sorry. So as you're clearing these things within your own mind, body, and spirit, then you can also clear that into the collective, into your soul group, into that energy as a whole. So remember that. The hurts for this month, the musical notes, what is good within the body as far as for tone and clearing and just amplifying the energy, that is going to be on the key of E, which is 659.26 hertz. And if you're not sure of how that frequency, hertz, and those different tunings work with your body, look into that. Because it can help everything that is going on. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling just not yourself, that hertz can help bring back that vibration of oneness. All right, so let's see. I also had the angel to come through for this month, and I feel like going through into November is Archangel Orion. He's a new angel kind of on the scene. I think I discovered his energy around 2012. He's very upbeat. He's very kind of hipster kind of energy. I say he can, angels have no gender. They can come to you in whichever way your body feels as though you need it. He comes to me in a masculine energy. He represents the divine masculine for me. He comes into that oneness, making that oneness, coming together and making that oneness. So in that unconditional love, in that love, in that oneness, he wants to bring that message of manifesting that higher vibration, manifesting your heart's desire, manifesting a better world, a better equality, just manifesting everything into oneness. So when you find yourself kind of not sure whether to use discernment, whether you're getting overloaded in politics or if you're getting overloaded in your daily life, whatever that may be, Archangel Orion is the guy that can come in and help you. Archangel Metatron I work with on a daily basis, and that also works with these world events and clearing these energies within the human template to step into that higher self of that oneness, of that togetherness, of that complete just one love, one understanding, one togetherness. So Archangel Orion for going through November, I think, and I will do other videos where there's other angels and this, that, and the other, and you can build that spiritual team to come around you and to help you cope with what is going on in your daily, whether that be mental, physical, emotional, energetic, financial. This spiritual team, which we can access through higher energies, is here to help us on a whole. So Archangel Metatron, Orion, Sandalphon, and Archangel Chamuel are my daily angels. Those are my daily archangels in which I go through and I work on a daily basis. But there are these extra ones that I add in, and Archangel Michael. But when they come in as a whole, that's healing us on a collective level. It's healing us on an individual level. That's healing us on a DNA level. We're activating pieces of DNA in this moment, time, and space. So our bodies work better, our energy works better, our heart is centered. And what a beautiful time to be able to do this. And that's the energy they want to come through and they want to relay, is like, it's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful time. Things are happening that has never happened energetically before. Things are happening planetary that has never happened before. And we're here to witness it. And we're here to help hold that vibration of that higher light. How beautiful is that? Okay, so I'm going through. I was speaking of Archangel Orion, and so when I grab this cup, I know that I'm working with Archangel Orion's energy. I use a lot of color in my work. I use a lot of color in my daily, and I was given this cup a couple of years ago, and this is Archangel Orion's color energy. He works with the stars. He works with the star blueprint. He works in manifestation. There's so much, that oneness love that Archangel Orion can help you with. All right. I think I had all of the bigger. Oh, okay. So we have this sacral heart connection going on. And so that can bring up certain triggers in the body, because our inner child is held in that sacral section. Our inner child is also located in the heart. So you got that sacral heart connection going on. And we're going in and we're having to heal that belief system. We're going in and we're having to drop those inner fears and work with that inner shadow. We're going in and we're having to heal that inner child. So that heart sacral connection is going to be very important through November. With this 8 energy, we're also, and Leo energy, we are also working with our personal power and our solar plexus. So be aware, you know, because you have the heart, and the solar plexus is in between the heart and the sacral. So that's where the energy is going to be. So make sure you drop yourself back down into that, and not so much in this crown area. And so Archangel Metatron relayed that the electromagnetic field of the heart is going to be very important going forward. Not just in August, but after this Lion Gate, we're going to get a lot of upgrades. But like I said, you're not going to see this smooth Lion's Gate like used to come in. You're going to see this duality, because it is trying to clear out, and the light can always add light to that darker element, that lower vibration. What is dark? What is low? Okay, vibration. It is without light. So when we add light, it automatically starts lightening up into this kind of gray color. So we're adding light, so it lightens up, and eventually it turns completely into light. So just be aware of that electromagnetic heart field around you. They say it can go out close to 5 miles by thought, and it can go up to 22 feet all the way around you. And so that's why sometimes you can feel when someone gives you a phone call, or if someone is at the door or something to that degree, you know exactly who that is. It's connected to that energetic electromagnetic field within the body. So with that, working with that, you may be having issues, or may have issues with the circulatory system, with the heart chakra. You may be feeling these energies in here. You may be feeling heavier. Your lymphatic system is going to be clearing a lot of stuff. So plenty of water, plenty of electrolytes, plenty of good food, whole, just good local or in-season food is going to be the key to getting through not just August, but also all the way through November. Okay, so now I'm going to do, I think I got everything on the list that I wrote down. I try to keep notes so I can keep up with things. It's a new month, so we're changing cards. So this is the Hay House Self-Esteem deck, and this is what we're going to do first. What do we need to know collectively and on an individual level? All right, so we got 2 cards. This will be for an individual level for each individual. This is on a collective. So what we're going to do is, all right, it says, I accept others as they are, and they are in turn accepting me. I am wonderful and I feel great. I am grateful for my life. All right, so this is the one on a collective level from the self-esteem deck. And this is an individual level. I stand on my own 2 feet. I accept and use my own power. It is safe for me to speak up for myself. Look at there. It is safe for me to speak up for myself. Let's clear that throat chakra while we're at it for everyone that is interacting with this video. All right. It is safe for me to speak up. Wonderful card there. All right. So we're going to go into Archangels and Gemstones Guardian cards. This is a really good deck for beginners. If you're into those crystals and you're trying to get closer to spirit. Alright. What do we need to know on a collective level? So we're going to do that collective level with these cards. Alright. Here we go. And they just fell out, so these are the ones we're going to use. And I'm going to have to put glasses on for these. And Danburite, you are focused. Are you focused on romance right now? To decide to create happiness and harmony and see an increase in loyal and caring friends in your life. Decide to accept love in your life. Allow the development of new romance relationships or the rekindling of an existing one. All right, so that is the stone. And it's saying, allow yourself to bring in more love, pretty much. And that's on a collective level and can be on an individual level, because we can't bring that in on a collective level if we're having issues with that on an individual level. And the angel for this is Archangel Chamuel. I sparkle and I shine. I admit harmony and love. I am grateful for my fantastic, significant other, presently known or unknown. I allow love. I have the best friends. And so we're going to turn this around here. Archangel Chamuel. I am love. And I have best friends. There we go. Nice. Archangel Jophiel. I activate and I embrace divine love. My emotions are balanced. I am clear and joyful. I am compassionate, wise, and tolerant. The qualities of unconditional love, mercy, and understanding emits from my being. All right. There we go. And it's calcite. And it's asking, are you in love? Are you craving healthy feelings of well-being? Become a conduit for allowing heaven and earth to meet at your center. It is time to acknowledge the essence of divine love within you. Let's read that again. It's time to acknowledge the essence of the divine love within you. Take the time to nurture yourself. Imagine yourself in the arms of the Divine Mother. How nice. How nice. So we're on this oneness, this divine love, this unconditional love path for August. So that's what it's telling us. No matter what, have our boundaries, but stay in unconditional, divine, oneness, love. All right. And we have calcite again. Let's see. We have green calcite. It glows in the dark. It's nice. It's one of my favorite stones. Are you having a change of heart? Do you find that you are having a hard time changing the way you look at love and friendships? The only constant in our life is change. Take the time to adjust and nurture yourself as change takes place. Honor and accept change. All right? So our angel for that is Archangel Raphael. I tap into the intimate healing abilities within in order to realign my emotional, spiritual, and physical body. Nature brings me balance. I enjoy and I absorb positive green vibrations of plants, herbs, essential oils. I remain focused even when the world around me is changing. All right, so that goes to everything that's going on. Everything's changing. You're changing. The collective's changing. The world is changing. So that helps us stay in that energy of love. So that's our message so far, is love. We have that duality, and we're going to have to work with those energies. But what we need to do as a whole is to stand in that love. All right. So we're going to draw the last cards for August, and we're in the Goddesses of Knowledge cards. This is some beautiful illustrations in this deck. Goddesses of Knowledge. All right, so what do we need to know as a collective into this goddess energy? So that lets us know we're standing in that kind of healed feminine as well as we go through August. And that's a lot of fire energy in that Leo. So that's where we have to step into that divine feminine, step into that divine masculine. Be that peaceful warrior. All right. What do we need to know as a collective? All right. So, we got the Sphinx. Can you see that? It's a beautiful card. These have beautiful illustrations to them. And the writing is sideways, so I'm going to turn it this way. The Sphinx is an ancient moon goddess, the goddess of birth and death, part animal, part human. She remains connected to her deep nature. Most stories emphasize her aspect as a death goddess who carries the death to the underworld, often portrayed as a lion. She shares in the solar and regal symbolism of that animal. Her role as a deity, given enigmas, riddles, points her to the keeper of the great mystery, a symbol of strength, wisdom, royal power. She reminds us that nothing comes to creation without some destruction. Let's read that again. Nothing comes to creation without some destruction. And that sometimes to solve a mystery, we must enter the darkness. We must enter the darkness, the shadow self. This image reminds us that there is beauty. There is beauty even in the heart of that which terrifies. So this is saying, go into our hearts, go into that beauty, go into that shadow self, and understand where you're at as an individual. And then try to look at that on a collective level. Let's clear the space. I'm going to use some Palo Santo spray to do that. I cleared before I came on. This is the Palo Santo protection spray and cleansing spray that I sell at the office. Okay, guys, I think I covered everything as far as what needed to be covered for the energy of August as a whole. I will do more videos coming up to the Lion's Gate and just reassessing it week by week. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Please share. And if there is anything in which you guys are having trouble with transitioning into, clearing, learning, reach out. You can comment to the video of what you would like to see in the near future, because that's what I'm also trying to fill in, is what kind of content is needed as a whole, as a collective, as well as individual. I'm at 3598 Highway 11, Travelers Rest, South Carolina, Suite 116. So if you are local and you want to just come out and check out the office and chat a little bit about energies, head on out. My number is on my website. So if you would like to call beforehand, that is well, that's well as well. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys once again for liking and subscribing. Until the next video, thanks so much.